Welcome. In today's world, we often find ourselves surrounded by manipulation, from compelling advertisements to political tactics, and even in complex personal relationships. It seems as though there are constant attempts to influence our emotions and decisions for others' benefits. This can lead to a profound sense of being controlled, which is deeply unsettling. However, there is a way to shield ourselves from these forces. Today, we turn to the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us the art of self-mastery. By adopting Stoic principles, you're not just defending yourself against undue influence, you're actively developing exceptional self-control and claiming your personal freedom. Let's explore how Stoicism can help us maintain our independence and navigate our lives with calm and resolve. Let's begin this journey to mastering our own minds. Number 1, learn to control your emotions and not react. As we navigate a world filled with manipulative forces, from persuasive advertising to complex personal interactions, the Stoic philosophy offers a crucial lesson: the power of controlling our emotional responses. Echoing the teachings of Epictetus, who famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Stoicism urges us to maintain calm in the face of provocation. When someone attempts to manipulate or provoke you, your immediate instinct might be to react emotionally. However, reacting hastily can lead us into the very traps set by manipulators. Instead, Stoicism advocates for a pause. By taking a moment to reflect rather than responding impulsively, you engage in what Stoics call negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenario. This practice isn't about fostering pessimism, but preparing yourself mentally for any outcome, thus diminishing the impact of shocks or surprises. This thoughtful pause allows you to process and manage disturbing emotions more effectively, ensuring that your responses are considered and align with your principles. By mastering your reactions, you safeguard your personal sovereignty and strengthen your ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and composure. This first step in Stoic self-mastery not only protects you from external manipulation, but also leads to a more deliberate and fulfilling engagement with the world around you. Number 2, focus on what you can control. Building on the Stoic foundation of mastering our reactions, it is essential to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, a principle central to Stoic thought known as the dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, advised, "Don't demand or expect that events happen as you wish, accept events as they happen." This wisdom is particularly valuable in a world where manipulators often exploit circumstances beyond our control to unsettle us. In any situation, while we cannot control external events, such as the actions of others or unforeseen outcomes, we can control our own judgments, values, and desires. By focusing on these internal aspects, you reclaim your power from those who attempt to manipulate by creating stress or confusion about uncontrollable elements. Reminding yourself of your agency over your perspective and responses is not just a defensive tactic. It's a proactive strategy for maintaining emotional and mental stability. When you concentrate on your realm of control, you are less likely to be swayed by external pressures and more likely to remain true to your core values. This Stoic practice empowers you to handle life's unpredictabilities with grace and resilience, keeping you firmly in command of your inner state, regardless of external circumstances. Number 3, practice objectivity and reason. Continuing our exploration of Stoic defenses against manipulation, another vital principle is the emphasis on objectivity and reason. The Stoics championed the use of reason as a bulwark against the chaos of subjective emotions and opinions. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, captured this sentiment perfectly when he said, "Anger allows no room for reasoning." This insight is particularly relevant in situations where manipulators may use emotional triggers to cloud our judgment. When you find yourself targeted by manipulative tactics, it's crucial to take a step back and approach the situation with a cool head. Analyze the claims or demands being made. Do they make objective sense, or are they designed to tug at your emotions? By engaging your logical faculties, you can distinguish between rational arguments and those that are merely emotional manipulations. Using logic to assess situations allows you to override irrational appeals and maintain your mental composure. This practice of objectivity ensures that your decisions are based on sound reasoning rather than fleeting or manipulated emotions, aligning your actions with your true values and promoting a more reasoned approach to life's challenges. Number 4, don't depend on external things for happiness. As we explore Stoic principles to protect against manipulation, we find the Stoic belief that true happiness stems from internal virtues, not from external possessions or the approval of others. Marcus Aurelius in his Reflections emphasizes, happiness comes from within. It is not to be sought in our external circumstances. This understanding is key in maintaining independence in a world full of manipulative pressures. According to Stoicism, happiness is achieved through personal virtue and wisdom. By focusing on improving yourself, applying reason, and cultivating your character, you create a foundation of self-worth that doesn't rely on external factors. This inner strength is crucial because manipulators often exploit our perceived needs, such as our longing for approval or fear of losing material things. Recognizing that your value is independent of external conditions allows you to detach from manipulative influences and maintain emotional stability. Centering your happiness on internal growth and ethical living shields you from being swayed by external changes, other people's actions, or societal expectations. This method not only nurtures a resilient sense of self, but also guides you towards a life of genuine, steadfast happiness. Number 5, become indifferent to external events. A key Stoic principle, adiaphora, teaches us to cultivate indifference toward things outside our control. Epictetus, a leading Stoic thinker, explained this concept by saying, "What disturbs people's minds is not events, but their judgments on events." This insight is essential for building emotional resilience, especially when faced with attempts to influence or manipulate us. By adopting indifference to external events, you focus on maintaining your inner peace regardless of what's happening around you. This doesn't mean you don't care about what happens in the world. Rather, you choose not to let these events dictate your emotions or reactions. Such emotional resilience is your defense against negative influences, allowing you to remain composed and make decisions based on rational thought rather than emotional reactions. Practicing indifference helps you judge events based on their merits and real impact, instead of how they make you feel. This Stoic habit strengthens your ability to stay unaffected by the chaos of the external world, enhancing your capacity to live a life governed by reason and virtue. 6. Separate facts from judgments. A fundamental Stoic practice is the separation of observations, facts, from assessments, judgments. Marcus Aurelius articulated this concept succinctly. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. This distinction is crucial when confronted with provocative statements intended to disturb your peace. Such statements are merely the speaker's judgments, not objective truths. To apply this Stoic principle, first receive information without bias, simply as data. Only after this impartial reception should you assess whether the information aligns with reality and factual evidence. This process allows you to create a buffer, providing the necessary space to rationally evaluate whether a claim is genuinely factual or merely an unsubstantiated judgment. By practicing this separation, you empower yourself to respond to manipulative or provocative attempts, not with immediate emotion, but with reasoned analysis. This not only helps in maintaining mental composure, but also in making decisions that are informed by truth, rather than distorted by misleading or emotional judgments. Number 7, gain clarity of judgment. Stoics place a high value on achieving clarity of judgment to effectively distinguish between truth and falsehood. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the transformative power of truth. If a man knows the truth, he will soon begin to improve himself. This pursuit of clarity is essential in assessing the intentions behind claims and statements we encounter. When faced with claims, particularly those that seem designed to sway or cloud your judgment, it is crucial to engage your critical faculties. Ask yourself whether these claims are intended to reveal truth and accuracy, or if they are merely attempting to manipulate your perception. Stoicism teaches us to apply rigorous discernment, taking a moment to thoroughly evaluate the information before accepting any opinions as fact. By honing your judgment through Stoic practices, you safeguard yourself against manipulation. This improved judgment allows you to see through faulty or misleading claims and maintain your focus on factual and truthful assessments. This not only protects your mental space but also fosters a life guided by wisdom and integrity. Number 8. Reflect carefully before acting. The Stoic approach to decision-making involves a deliberate pause between receiving impressions and taking action. Epictetus, one of the cornerstone figures of Stoicism, highlighted the importance of applying learned wisdom rather than just acquiring it. Don't just say you've read books. Show that through them, you've learned to think properly. This advice underscores the value of reflection in our responses, especially when facing manipulation. Before reacting to any situation that seeks to influence or disturb you, take a moment to carefully contemplate your next steps. Analyze the circumstances thoroughly, consider different perspectives and potential alternatives, and then determine the most reasoned and wise course of action. This method of careful reflection allows you to respond wisely and effectively, rather than impulsively or emotionally. By practicing this disciplined approach to reflection, you ensure that your actions are well considered and aligned with your values. This not only prevents manipulative tactics from swaying you, but also enhances your ability to navigate complex situations with clarity and integrity. Number 9. Train yourself in logic and critical thinking. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic emperor and philosopher, strongly advocated for the cultivation of reasoning abilities. Educate yourself for sound reasoning and logic. Focus your efforts on this. This training is essential in developing the skills necessary to dismantle and counter manipulative arguments effectively. To defend against manipulation, it's crucial to hone your ability to identify logical fallacies, inconsistencies, and rhetorical tricks that are often used to provoke emotional responses rather than to construct valid arguments. By sharpening your critical thinking skills, you equip yourself with a kind of intellectual armor that shields you from the psychological pressures commonly exerted in manipulative situations. Using logic as your guide, challenge the premises of arguments presented to you, question their validity, and critically assess their conclusions. This disciplined approach not only helps in recognizing manipulation, but also empowers you to respond with reasoned and well-thought-out arguments. Strengthening your logical and critical thinking skills thus serves as a formidable defense against attempts to sway your thoughts and actions unfairly. Number 10. Value your freedom and self-respect. Stoicism holds self-respect and personal freedom in high regard, considering them crucial for leading a good life. Epictetus, a significant Stoic thinker, firmly stated, "Upon no one else depends my living well, but upon myself alone." This principle is vital in situations where others might attempt to control or diminish your autonomy. Those who seek to manipulate often try to erode your sense of self-worth and independence. It's important to recognize that while fulfilling responsibilities and duties is essential, it should never come at the expense of your dignity or moral principles. Maintaining your self-respect means asserting your freedom to choose your own path and make decisions that align with your values and personal growth. Reclaiming your agency involves a conscious effort to stand firm in your convictions and resist any attempts to compromise your principles or personal development. By valuing your freedom and self-respect, you not only protect yourself from manipulation, but also empower yourself to live a life that is truly your own, guided by wisdom and integrity. Number 11. Be guided by virtue and wisdom. Stoicism emphasizes that virtue and wisdom, rather than external pressures, should be the guiding forces in our actions. Marcus Aurelius, a model of Stoic virtue, once wrote, "Wisdom allows you to respect and follow only those who live wisely." This directive serves as a reminder that our decisions should be influenced by ethical considerations and insightful reasoning, not by those who might not have our best interests at heart. In a world where unethical influences abound, it is crucial for those striving for excellence and integrity to adhere to philosophical principles. Allow prudence and virtuous ideals to shape your responses to any external attempts at manipulation. This means rejecting the easy route of social compliance when it conflicts with what is right, and instead, standing firm in your moral convictions. By centering your actions on wisdom and virtue, you safeguard your ability to make decisions that truly reflect your character and aspirations. This approach not only strengthens your resistance against exploitative influences, but also ensures that your life is a testament to the Stoic pursuit of human excellence. Number 12, choose your company wisely. In the world of the Stoics, wisdom extends to the company we keep. Seneca, a wise Stoic philosopher, once counseled, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Let's unpack this powerful advice. Think about it. Who surrounds you influences your thoughts and actions. By choosing friends who uplift and embody principles of respect, care, and integrity, you arm yourself against deception and negativity. So, make a conscious choice. Steer clear of those whose presence dims your spirit or challenges your moral compass. Limit your exposure to manipulative traits and sever connections with those who consistently spread negativity. Remember, in the path of personal growth and resilience, the company you keep isn't just an influence, it's a reflection of your values. Number 13, master. The art of ascent. Mastering the art of ascent is a crucial lesson from Epictetus. He teaches us to be vigilant about the way we accept ideas and beliefs. Reflecting on Socrates' wisdom, Epictetus warns us not to take things at face value. Don't live by taking things for granted, Socrates advised. Don't take outer appearances for reality. Maintain authority over your opinions. What does this mean for us? It means to pause and think critically. Before you agree to a claim or adopt a belief, scrutinize it. Look beyond the surface and dig into the premises and implications. By doing this, you protect yourself from inadvertently accepting false truths, those psychological Trojan horses that can sneak into our minds and distort our thinking. Withholding your assent until you've critically evaluated the information ensures that you maintain control over your beliefs and decisions. This isn't just about skepticism, it's about empowering yourself with true knowledge and not just apparent truths. Number 14, strengthen your sense of purpose. Strengthening your sense of purpose is a central theme in Stoic philosophy. Stoics strive for excellence by living out their virtues in daily actions. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic emperor, simplifies this beautifully. All you need are these: certainty of judgment in the present moment, action for the common good in the present moment, and an attitude of gratitude in the present moment. What does this mean for us today? It means every choice we make should be aligned with deep, meaningful values. This alignment acts as a moral compass, guiding us to act with integrity and preventing us from being swayed by superficial attractions or settling for mediocrity. By focusing on the present and committing to the common good, we not only fulfill our own potential, but also contribute positively to those around us. As we conclude, remember that a life driven by purpose is not built in a day. It's the result of consistently choosing actions that reflect our deepest values and highest aspirations. Let this be your guide as you move forward. Cultivate a robust sense of purpose and let it steer you towards a life of virtue and excellence. In doing so, you build resilience, foster gratitude, and achieve true fulfillment. If you're inspired to live a life filled with purpose and virtue, why not join our community by subscribing to the channel? Share this video with friends who seek a meaningful life, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful. Your engagement helps us create content that enriches lives, so let's continue this journey of growth and discovery together.